Hi, what's up everyone? I'm GCROCK and welcome to the video. Today we are discussing the Division 1 and is it closing down? The reason I want to discuss this is because the rumors are high again. I'm getting DMs from people suggesting that it's closing in the next year and things like this. So there has been a response from someone at the Division in regards to these rumors. So it's a great opportunity to bring this video back up. We have discussed it in the past and we're going to discuss it again today. As always, before we do start, please make sure you give this video a like and you comment down below to support it. I'd really appreciate it. And if you do support myself and you play Ubisoft games, I have a Ubisoft creator code now. So thanks Ubisoft for that. It means you guys can use the code GCROCK on your purchases on the Ubisoft Connect store and it will support me even more. So thank you. So the rumors started about the Division 1 servers coming to an end at the start of the year because they didn't renew the global events. Global events on the Division 1 have been something that they've renewed every single year. And there was to a point where at the start of every year, you got a schedule for that year ahead of what global events there would be and the dates for that. In 2024, so at the turn of the year, there was no schedule shared and a Reddit post started. I was looking around some of these Reddit posts myself at the time, and there was this one here, next global event scheduled for 2024. And it's just a lot of people discussing the global events, why they haven't been announced or scheduled, and people just basically come in here just to complain, where are they? They want the global events, they want the classified loot, how are they meant to farm for that now that they don't have the global events? And people are just very, very confused as to why they have not renewed them. Now, by reading through posts like this, there were rumors, and they were only rumors. I covered this in the video back then, and the rumors were that maybe Division 1 was coming to an end. And this was around the time that Ubisoft did close down another one of their titles, The Crew. The Crew was a car game. It had a sequel, which was The Crew 2, and then more recently, they released The Crew Motorfest, and they decided to close down the original, and they announced that they were closing the servers, and people wouldn't be able to play the game anymore, because that's how live service games work. They run on a server, and if not enough people are playing them or the company decide to close that server down, the game is no longer accessible to players because you need to be on an active server to play the game. And that's what they did with The Crew. So because of this and the fact that the global events were pulled from the Division, so it seemed, people started that strong rumor that the same that happened with The Crew was about to happen with the Division. Now, fast forward nearly 9 months and the Division 1 is still very strong. Even I'm deciding to get back into this right now. This is because of a 24-hour stream challenge that we did. And I'm really enjoying it. Global events are still not a part of the game. And I've heard even more crazy rumors. My favorite rumor being is that global events have bugged and the one person that knew the coding for the global events was sacked or let go. So they don't actually have anybody that can fix it right now. So hopefully if it is bugged, that does mean that they will get fixed in the future and they will return. And one thing that I was speaking to somebody about was they thought that the bug might have had something to do with a leap year. The leap year is something that through the rotation that they were on, it must have been covered when they were doing the rotation. So we've gone a year without global events. And if that is the case, then they should just pick back up next year. So that'll be interesting to see because come next January, if we do have global events again, it could point at that being the bug. But even today, like 8-9 months later, the rumors are still very strong for the Division 1 being shut down. And we've had no official response regarding this, whether, what's wrong with the global events, but also is there risk of the Division 1 going? And I found this on Twitter from one of my followers. Shout out to Dr. Luke the Duke. He tagged the Division game in Ubisoft and said, is there any way you can make Division 1 offline like Nintendo is doing with Animal Crossing Pocket? I heard the service might be going offline in a year. And this is what he shared. So this was posted on the 23rd of August. That was just a couple of days ago. And someone at Defender068 showed this to me. Is it true? And it's a Steam post from Steve Lossiv. And it's saying that the Division 1 servers will be shut down in 1 year. It says Ubisoft executives are currently discussing the date of shutting down the Division, and it's most likely in a year, approximately. I cannot disclose my sources, name, nor position in Ubisoft for obvious reasons. Now, this is scary because this suggests that they work for Ubisoft. They're in a position of know-how and they're sharing this information, which has got a lot of people panicking. This is where I'm getting DMs the last few days suggesting, you know, Division 1 is being closed down. I even had one person saying, don't spend too much time on a Division 1. I can see that you're getting into it right now. They're going to be gone in a year. Now, the only argument I have for a post like this is, you know, why would they share that? Why would they risk their job sharing that? And, you know, I think it's more likely that this person's just lying than telling the truth. And luckily enough, it does appear to be the case, because if we scroll down, we can see a reply to one of the retweets of this message from Julian Gerety. Now, Julian is the executive producer, I want to say, of Star Wars right now, and he was also in that position for the Division and Division 2, and he's going to be leading the Division 3. So he's very high up among the ranks, and he would know, right? And to even reply on this on this tweet, I think speaks volumes. And he replied saying not true. And that is as an official response as we've got to these rumors about the Division 1 servers being closed down. If Julian's saying it's not true, I think it's very safe to say it is not true. The Division 1 is going nowhere. Not now, anyway. Obviously, it is a live service game. Live service games don't last forever. When they want to pull the plug on the Division 1 server, it is going to go. That's the same with the Division 2. It'll be the same with the Division 3. These are live service games. They run on a server, and if ever the servers do die, the game dies as well. We can only hope that in the future there is some law that's passed, or there's just some common sense, I want to say, where developers do leave these games in an offline state so they can still be enjoyed without being on a server. I think that would be great. But right now, we don't need to worry about any of this. Thanks to Julian for responding to that. It's reassured myself, and I think it would have reassured many others, that the Division 1's here to stay for now, at least for the next year, and you don't need to worry about it. It doesn't answer the problem with global events. Global events are still not a thing. There is no communication around that. So what's happened to global events? I don't know. Nobody knows. But like I said earlier, I do like that theory that there's a bug right now, and the guy that could fix it got laid off. So a little bit stuck at the minute. But I'd like to think that global events are on their to-do list, and hopefully in the future, as soon as next year, we can get global events back. Because I am back into the Division 1 right now, quite heavily. I'm enjoying it. I want to keep playing it. The player base is quite high. I've got so many people asking for help on it again. It feels like old times, and I can't wait to really get stuck into this and do all the tough content again. I'd love to play global events again. That's it for this video. I just wanted to discuss that today. This was news that came to my DMs, and I thought it'd be interesting to share with you. I hope you did enjoy it. Don't forget to hit like on the video, subscribe if you're new here, and until next time, thank you for watching, take care, and peace out.